Hey gorgeous, I'm Whitney. Welcome to my YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a get ready with me. I'm gonna go in first with my Cover FX blurring primer. I really love this primer. It's my favorite. It's a good pore filler. Let's talk about James Charles. He was calling out Alicia Keys for coming out with a makeup line and not wearing makeup. Oh, I guess it was a subtweet. The subtweet is from Manny MUA. It says,
does anyone else get slightly irritated when celebs come out with entire makeup lines? Especially when the celebs don't even wear makeup? I'm like, girl.
So James Charles retweeted that. Oh, so then he made a post who said,
people who do not wear makeup should not be coming out with makeup brands, but that's just my opinion.
I think he apologized. I don't really know, but whatever. I'm going in with my Cover FX foundation in the shade P10 because I'm white as F. In case you didn't notice. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I see what he meant, what he was getting at. Like, it's just, it looks more like a cash grab if you're doing it like that. But at the same time, it's like, okay, well, Alicia Keys, she wasn't wearing makeup for the longest time or whatever. Maybe she's coming out with a makeup line that's more toward natural looking makeup and more that's healthier for your skin and stuff like that. More organic and natural ingredients. That would be my next thought, you know, that's probably what it was. If she were going to be doing it, rather than, because yeah, it is just kind of weird if they don't wear makeup. A lot of people were pointing out that some girls who do the Morphe thing, there's some stars on TikTok. I'm not sure. You can ask my teenage siblings, they'll probably know. But anyways, I guess they don't really wear makeup, but he was tweeting that he was happy about it or whatever. So people were all upset, which yeah, it'd be like, wait, so why is it okay for them to have a makeup brand and collab, but Alicia Keys can't? I don't know. Don't know. Maybe because these other girls can't sing and Alicia Keys can, and so she's a threat? No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. But yeah, people were like, you know, Alicia Keys never came saying anything to James Charles about, oh, you can't sing, stick to doing makeup, or, you know, stuff like that. I think it's odd because, you know, he never did that with Shane Dawson, and Alicia Keys has worn makeup before. And this is just kind of like Shane Dawson was coming into the beauty community like, what? I'm going to take my Tarte Creaseless Concealer. I'm just gonna conceal under here. And sometimes I like to let that sit for a little while just to let it kind of melt into my skin a little better and dry a little bit before I start tapping it in, just so I can get more coverage. I thought, oh, maybe he's doing it because she's black, you know? But is that reaching? I don't know, maybe not. I mean, everybody's probably gonna play the race card. Yes, this is what I think it was, honestly. Well, one, yeah, it is kind of strange because she's not wearing makeup, or she didn't wear makeup, so yeah, that was kind of weird. But then again, hello, Shane Dawson. Like, one thing makes me think, oh, it's because she's black. And then the other thing makes me think, and it's because she's a woman. Aha, yep, that's what it is. She's a black woman. And yeah, but then again, Shane Dawson. Should I do khaki, you guys, or should I do toasty? Toasty? Khaki. I feel like I should do khaki. Yeah, we're going with khaki. I like to take my F25 for this. But yeah, you know, I feel like with the Black Lives Matter movement and with people being more conscientious of who they're supporting as brands, and people want to be more supportive of black brands, I think he might have saw this as a threat. She's a famous singer and, you know, confident in her own skin and everything. She is black and she's a woman. So I think he felt a little bit jealous, a little bit like she was gonna steal some shine. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I actually have no idea. Maybe he didn't really actually quite think about it. Maybe it just didn't But then again, Shane Dawson, you know what I'm saying? So what do you guys think about that? Oh, but I guess it's a skincare line. Honestly, if it were a makeup line, I feel like I'd be more intrigued because I feel like there's just so many skincare lines. And I feel like when it's celebrity endorsed, it's just, it's kind of funny because I say, you know, that using Kylie Cosmetics. I love Kylie products though. Anyways, what have you guys been up to? What's the 411? What's the hot goss? Remember, like, okay, never mind. If you've seen that movie, you know. And if you're around my age and you haven't, how have you not seen Mean Girls? This is so sad. Did you guys hear about that little 5-year-old boy who ended up getting shot? That is so terrible. That's horrible. I bring that up because I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook that are like, say his name, canon, and all this and that, and I don't quite get it. I mean, like, I know it was wrong and it's not okay. I'm just not sure what the motive is. They're saying that they wanted more news outlets and stuff to address it, I guess. But is that it? It doesn't really say anything other than that. And I mean, like, they caught his killer right away and he's in prison without bail. So it sounds like he's gonna spend the rest of his life in there, which, I mean, yeah, he should. Do people just want us to know what happened? I don't know. I am probably so naive and ignorant right now, but I just don't get it. Okay, so I'm going into my Tarte blush in the shade Exposed. And if you have any dupes for this one that are cruelty-free and vegan, let me know. People are getting upset that I guess he hasn't gotten a protest or a march, and that he hasn't had as many funerals as George Floyd, and that he hasn't gotten worldwide coverage, I guess. They're really enraged by that, and they keep saying, you know, it's because he's a kid. They keep on comparing him to George Floyd. Then they get mad when you're like, okay, well, George Floyd, his death is symbolizing the death of numerous Black Americans. It's not just because he was killed. It's because it took so long to get justice. And which reminds me, guys, if you haven't already, go sign the petition for Breonna Taylor to get her killers put in jail, put in prison, put them behind bars. I'll leave the link in the description box. And this also has a bunch of different other petitions that you can sign to and other ways that you can help. Wow, I really went all out with my blush. There are a lot more things that George Floyd's death represents. This is terrible, but I hate that people are, like I said, they're making these posts about, well, George Floyd got this and this little boy didn't get anything. He got justice. And I mean, yeah, George Floyd was a criminal. He had criminal history. He had done things in the past, definitely. But there in that moment in time, that does not justify what happened to him. And it's crazy how many people, use that to justify. I'm going into my Kylie pomade in the shade Cool Brown. I've never found any brow products with the cool tone. I had to try this. Yeah, there were 3 cops. I mean, cops are trained to retain people resisting arrest, okay? Everybody loves to bring it up that he was resisting arrest, so that's why the officer kneeled on his neck. There's a lot I don't understand. But there were 3 officers there to detain him. Why weren't the 3 of them able to do their job? So it's like, okay, this little boy was tragically killed by a citizen, and George Floyd was killed by police, people who are supposed to serve and protect. Now, I've gotten into a lot of arguments with people. All of this stuff that he did still does not give the right of the officer to do that. They just love to justify it. Do I think George Floyd was an amazing person? I mean, like, he was a criminal. And I didn't know the guy personally. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know. But his death represents the death of many others who have died at the hands of police because of it being like a hate crime. What do you guys do when you're faced with ignorant people who will justify the means of racial profiling and discrimination and racial inequality? I get so sick and tired of it, so I can only imagine how all of you who have darker skin than I do. Props to you guys, like having to put up with these people all the time and still keeping composure. Like, wow. To be completely honest with you, I don't know if a lot of white people would be able to be in your place. So this guy I was arguing with, because there was the post on YouTube in Nebraska, in Omaha, and he's like, don't be bringing us into this George Floyd mess, drama, whatever. So I left a comment on there. I'm like, yeah, how dare people stand up against inequality and injustices and police brutality, stuff like that. And oh my God, this guy is like, if it's so bad here, then why do black people come here? It's like, dude, do you not realize a lot of black people are born American? I don't know what was in his head, but where there was supposed to be a brain, there obviously wasn't one. Not sure what happened to it. Maybe he misplaced it. Maybe he never had one to begin with. Don't know. So I tried to share some of my knowledge with him. And you guys, he said basically that if we don't like the way people of color are treated, and if people of color don't like the way they're treated, then they can leave. And somebody from a different country who is more American than they are can take our place. It's like, really? So if we're standing up against injustices and trying to hold law enforcers to a standard and accountable, then that means we should leave? Like, that right there just really shows that you are totally racist and you're upset. You're upset that it is causing an uproar in your life. Oh, guys, get this. He actually had the audacity to say,
the poor white man.
I mean, like, yes, we all have our issues and we all have our problems, but white people don't have to face everything that people of color do. Said it once, I'll say it again. Oh, but there's more, you guys. There's more. I don't know. He was arguing, saying something about, if you guys want to get the whole spiel on things, whatever, like, let me know, because I've got receipts. You know how everybody's always,
well, my ancestors, that was their doing. I didn't do anything. I'm not racist. I'm a good person. I have a black friend.
What's your black friend's name?
John.
Does your black friend have a last name?
I forgot.
You know, I was like, well, you're benefiting. All white people in America are actually benefiting from their ancestors' doings because they stole native land, you know? And he said that it was very foolish of me to think that this land was stolen. It's foolish of me. And he's like, natives were stealing each other's land long before the white man came. I don't know, something like that. I hope you weren't just thinking they were all one peaceful tribe, because the opposite is actually very true. It's like, really, dude? I grew up on the rest. You're gonna say that. Really? And the thing is yes, tribes are all different. Yes. But they are indigenous here to America, and this is where their ancestors came from. And if they're stealing each other's land, which, yeah, I know it happened. They are different tribes, but ultimately, they're still native. Whereas a white person came and stole their land. These white people came from a whole different other country. And for this dude to just say,
oh, well, natives were stealing each other's land, so it's fine. It's fine that our ancestors did it. It's totally good. It's like not that big of a deal.
oh, but there's more, you guys. There's more. He said that
The reason natives got their land stolen is because they were weak. It's sad, but it's the truth, and that's just the way of survival.
this dude kept on asking me for facts. He wanted to see my facts and whatever. And I knew that whatever I was going to say to him, whatever statistics, whatever I was going to send to him, he wasn't going to be satisfied with, and he'd be like,
Oh, well, this is a leftist, or this is this doesn't fit my agenda, so no.
you know how people are always trying to do.
Well, a black person said something that I agree with, so I'm just gonna listen to these few black people and not listen to anybody else.
I just knew he wasn't going to listen, all right? So I said, you know what? Let's go visit some black communities. Let's go to the reservations. Let's go visit all these other places where people of color live in America, and let's see how well they're doing. Let's see what we have compared to them. Let's see what they're lacking. Nope, I said that to him multiple times. He just ignored it. And you know, the stupid thing is I said to him, I said to him a lot of things. I said, you can't expect me to believe you would like to be treated as a person of color in today's society. Like, you can't expect me to think that you would love to be racially profiled, that you would love it when people followed you around in the store, that you would love it to be followed by cops, that you would just love all of this other stuff. Like I said, if you guys want the receipts, let me know. He kept using Oprah as an example of why black people aren't oppressed. He ended up saying, well, it's just all people end up liking to say that she's oppressed. And I was like, she was oppressed. And he did not like that. I am just a silly little white girl who doesn't know what I'm talking about. Even though I grew up around Native people and I've been to numerous different reservations. Now, I cannot say that I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever been to really like a huge black community because, no, I pretty much just grew up on the res. Everybody around me was Native. So, well, I mean, there were a few other races, but yeah, you get the idea. I don't understand people. Like, this dude just kept ignoring all that stuff I'd say, and then he would get so upset, and then he's like,
I watched some of your videos.
I had the videos of where I call myself out on my ignorance and how I contributed to racism. And he's like,
You're well-intended but deeply misguided.
Okay. Calling myself out is well-intended. What's the misguided part? That I'm saying people of color are oppressed? Like, because it doesn't fit with your narrative? Oh, and he so stupid. I don't know what I don't know. Like, some people, you could tell them that grass is green and they'd be like, no, it's not, it's purple. You'd be like, dude, it's it's green. Like, look at it. I mean, like, sometimes grass is yellow or brown, you know, when it's like dying. But I'm pretty sure we can all agree that it's like green. It's supposed to be green, right? No, this dude, he's one of those people who thinks the grass is purple. It's not, bro. It's not. And don't be coming on my grass. Stay off my lawn. We don't want any racists here. It's just insane, guys. I've always known racism was an issue, you know, and me growing up on the res, yeah, I've had other kids say stuff to me about me being white, but I've also been very accepted at the same time by the community as well and was treated the same. This dude was basically telling me that I didn't know what the F I was talking about, and I'm... You guys. This is funny, okay? He decided to call out like, oh, just go order a latte and go make more silly YouTube videos. It's like, well, dude, don't see you making any YouTube videos, so people are gonna do that and they're gonna make, you know what? They're gonna make fun of my videos, whatever. It is what it is, but I can tell you that if you're making fun of my videos, you better be putting up videos yourself so that I can see what you're offering. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to call somebody else out, but then to not be willing to be courageous enough to put yourself out there. We'll just put a little layer of our Grande lash primer on. The stupid thing is here I am, a white girl, complaining about, oh my god, it's so hard. People are being mean to me for standing up for people of color. Yeah, that's one thing. But what really gets me is that it upsets me because, you know, it's like obviously these people are the ones who are treating people of color poorly and who are saying things and saying, oh, I'm not racist because I have a black friend or whatever, you know? But you know they're the ones that are pushing to keep these systems in place, and you know that they're the ones who are saying
Oppressed people are oppressed because they choose to be, and they just want a handout.
Now, one person that said that to me, well, I'm not gonna lie, like, she had her fair share of handouts from her parents. Like, good God. And it's like, you would be poor if your parents hadn't helped you out. And honestly, that wouldn't be as hard because you're white. It would be easier for you to get a job because you don't have a black sounding name or anything like that. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So earlier, so this guy was saying basically that Native people and all other races except for Asian are lucky because they get a free ride to college. Yeah. Now, I'm not sure about you guys, and I'm pretty sure the majority of you watching this are probably people that I grew up with. So I know a lot of you guys didn't get free full rides to college. So I am sad because it's like I put myself in other people's shoes. I tried the best I can, and I tried to see life as closely as I can as seeing it through their eyes. And it's one thing when it's an adult person who is facing the things that people of color face. That's wrong entirely. And then when I think about it, there are children who have darker skin or children who see their parents getting treated badly, and that's just one of the things. Like, when I came back to Nebraska after I graduated high school, it was so freaking hard. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, like, I didn't even care, like, if I got to hang out with somebody who I went to high school with who was a complete B to me or whatever. I would have taken them because I would have taken them. I would have hung out with them. Like I would have, because they knew how I grew up. They knew where I grew up. They knew the kind of life I had because they grew up there too. And it was just, it's a completely different culture, and it took a long time to really adjust. And I mean, I can only imagine what it would be like for a person of color, you know, to have to go through that. I am just in shock by how many people I am surrounded by who are racist, but who say they aren't. Because, you know, the black friend, right? We've all got one. Some of us have too. Sorry, but just because you guys hung out together at the basketball court that one time does not mean you're friends, all right? That's like me saying, so I saw this guy and he said hi to me. We're totally dating. That's what it's like. Anyways. What are your guys' thoughts on all this? Let me know in the comments below. Like, I enjoy interacting with you all and hearing what you guys have to say and hearing what you guys want to see and all this and that. So yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that too. Be sure to comment and share. Love you guys. See you in the next video. Later, freaks. Oh. Almost went up my nose. I forgot what I was saying. No, Fifi, I'm busy. Duh. I mean, yeah, like that's, hang on. Felix, what the heck, dude? What the heck? Maggie, do you want to say hello? Come here. Ow. Say hi to everybody. Oh, it's such a pretty girl. You stink. Okay, bye. So yeah. Oh my god, hang on. What are you doing, Felix? Felix, don't look at her. Felix, stop looking at her. Felix! Don't look at her. So the subtweet is from Amy. Oh my god. Sorry, maybe I've got a, oh freaking. Okay. And he said, hey guys, so yesterday I tweeted that I get slightly irritated. Oh wait, that's Manny, never mind. Well, 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 look who we have here. I'm just kidding. Free, because I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Is it serious? Oh, I didn't realize I had more on my finger. Okay.